Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany. Welcome back. It's Saturday. Took everything to make this video. I had a lot going on this week and then family emergencies and just a lot. So my measurements, today's Saturday by the way. Today is June 27th. So my measurements were taken on June 24th and I re-weighed myself just to kind of keep some semblance of accuracy. So today my weight is, drum roll, 184. I think last time I was what, 186, 188? Who knows? I'm not going back to the video. Moving forward. So I did lose a couple of pounds and I did do my measurements. And guess what? My supplements came in so I can do my cleanse. So just to kind of update you guys or update myself with what I've been doing, my diet is pretty decent. I've been monitoring what I eat and I've started taking my bowel salts, like I want to say, what's today, Saturday. I started taking it Monday when I got it. I ordered it for Prime Day and it came in same day, thank goodness. So I started taking that, didn't really notice any changes in my bowels. I'm pretty regular anyway, so I didn't expect there to be a huge shift, but I wanted to make sure everything was clear. So I did start that Monday. And then I've also kind of scaled back as far as the junk of what I've been eating. Well, not kind of, I have. So right now what I'm doing, or honestly what I have the appetite for, is I've been eating 2 full meals and I may or may not have a snack, and my snack has consisted this week of sun chips and fruit. So that could be mango, that could be watermelon, whatever I have. This week it's mango and watermelon. Once I get back out to the store, it's gonna shift to, I want to get some raspberries just because of the fiber, and then some pineapples just to kind of help with everything, pushing it out. So the supplement I'm taking is this Super Enzymes. It's supposed to be a good aid and support to your digestive system. And you want to start that before you start your cleanse, when you're taking like the, ooh, got eyelash in my eye. Before you start taking anything. And then this is what I have as far as what my cleanse. I looked on Amazon, best I could find out of the reviews. So we'll see if this pulls what I needed to pull. And in the meantime, I'll eat supportive for it. So when I say supportive, so for today, because I started that today. I just started this today. I did make me some farro, lentils, and salmon. And it was pretty good. No butter, no dairy. Lots of water, lots and lots of water. I had some watermelon. So as I was cutting up the new one, oh, you know what? I didn't even address my hair, Lord. I worked out and took a shower and I still didn't feel like doing the video. So I was like, let me make myself do it, because if it doesn't happen before I do my hair, it's not gonna happen. Not today at least. So there's that. So I do want to go over my measurements and kind of like a body check. Measurements again were taken on the 24th and I wasn't going to remeasure. And then I've had a lot of watermelon. Anyone who cuts watermelon knows you're eating as you're slicing. Well, I eat as I slice. So I got a watermelon belly today. I can feel the water splishing around. And honestly, with the 2 meals a day, because with it being filling, with me eating filling, more whole foods, I found that it's stuck better. Like I'm not hungry. Like I don't feel like I need a snack, but if I do, it's been the sun chips. Now this week, since I'm taking that, it's not going to be sun chips. The antiparasitic is what I was referring to. But since I'm taking that now, a snack is going to look like fruit. A snack is going to look like some Greek yogurt. I know I said no dairy, but Greek yogurt, I need the probiotics. So that'll probably be the only, not probably, that'll be the only dairy I have. And I'm also not cutting out coffee. I'm not. My creamer's dairy free, so still not cutting out coffee. But moving on to my measurements that I took on the 24th, and I think the last measurements I have here, or what's in front of me, is from June the 3rd. TV's really loud. Hold on. I'm back. Now I can't hear like the soft music, and it's gonna bother me. Hold on. Sorry about that. I try to give you guys background music just so y'all don't hear the traffic on the road and stuff. Oh, let me update you guys with the before I get into the measurements. My park, they started doing like construction or something on the park, so I can't do my walks there. So I've been creative with the steps. We're still getting them in, but creative. As far as the workout this week, still consistent and everything. Some days I didn't do 2-a-days, just to kind of prep my body and give my body some breathing room, because I know I'm doing a cleanse. As I do this cleanse, like today I did Pilates because I knew I was taking that. It'll be Pilates and yoga, and I'm gonna kind of feel it out to see if I can sneak some weights in, or if that's not gonna work. Because I'm starting this cleanse right around the full moon, when supposedly, if I have them, worm activity would increase. So they're, those suckers, if they're in there, they're going to be active, so they'll be responsive to that. And also just, you know, my monthly's coming on, so we'll see what I have energy for in regards to the type of workout. Still will be doing Pilates, still will be doing yoga, and still will be doing my walks, just not at the park, which is lame. So lame that they're doing that. Why would y'all do that during the summer? Y'all had all year to work on that while kids was in school. Why would you do that? But anyways, back to the measurements. Overall, I did lose a little bit. Some areas it looks like I gained, but little changes here and there, and you know, back on good for diet. My skin looks amazing. But let's get into the measurements. So for bust, like up under my bust, this week, or I'm sorry, I'll just say most recent measurement is 32 inches. And then on June the 3rd, it was 32 and a half. So ½ inch gone. And then my upper, like right here, like under my armpit going across. Today, that is 35 and a half inches. On June the 3rd, that was 37 3/4. So we lost some width. I don't even know what to call that, but you know what I'm talking about. Shoulders, most recent on June 24th, was 44 and a half inches. Big shoulders going away. And then, sorry, I didn't even give you the measurement. From June the 3rd, the shoulder was 46 inches. So about 1.5 inches there. So that's nice. And then for my left bicep, most recent is 13 and a half inches. On June the 3rd, it was 13 and a half, so no loss there. And then my right bicep was 13 and a half, so I'm evening out. It's 13 and a half, most recent. And then the last measurement was 13 even. So my right arm getting stronger. And I am left-handed, so I am left-hand dominant. So I did expect my left hand or left arm to be a little bit bigger. But I've been trying to like start with my right side to kind of compensate for that. Do an extra set, so I see that working. Left forearm, most recent measurement is 10. And then my right forearm, most recent measurement is 10 1/4. Last week, they were both, not last week, I'm so sorry. June the 3rd, they were 10 and a half inches. So I lost little changes. My waist at most recent measurement was 31 and a half inches. The waist on June the 3rd was 32. So lost a ½ inch there. Again, nothing huge. Measurement from my belt line, again, where I wear my belt below my belly button before the widest part of my hips. Belt line measured in at 38 inches. Most recent was 38 inches. And then on June the 3rd, the belt line was 38 and a half. A little bit. For my butt, it measured in at 47 inches and a quarter, the most recent measurement. And then back on June the 3rd, the butt measured in at 47 and a quarter. No losses, no gains there. I'll take it. My left thigh, most recent measurement is 28 and 3/4. Left thigh on June the 3rd was 29 and a half. Again, small change. And then my left mid thigh, most recent was 21 and a quarter. And then on June the 3rd, mid thigh was 21 and a half. So we actually got a little thicker. I don't know. And then my right thigh, my hammies, most recent is 28 and a quarter inch. And then right thigh on June the 3rd was 29 and a quarter. Again, small change. And then mid thigh on my right as of June 24th was 21 inches, which was my most recent. And then June the 3rd, on that time, my mid thigh was 21 and 3/4. I'm sorry, did I do that right? 21 and a half. I just confused myself. We'll just skip that. We'll skip it. And then my left calf on most recent is 14 and a quarter. Back on June the 3rd, it was 14 and a half. Why am I drooling? Ooh. Sorry. I swear I'm not special. And if you are, that's okay. I could be special. Dude, let's move on. And then my right calf as most recent is 14 and a half. And then my right calf as of June the 3rd was 14 and 3/4. So overall, we lost a little bit of, measurements overall. So that was pretty cool. Lost a couple of pounds down to 184. I wonder what this is gonna look like as far as the cleanse. I'm doing this at least for a week. I want to do it before my new job starts. I don't really want to be blowing up the bathroom if it comes out of me like that, because I've never used this one before. I've used cleanses before, just not this particular one, and I couldn't find the one I usually use, so there's that. So I guess I can show my body. Now you can see what we're looking like. Again, I ate like a lot of watermelon, so I'm not sucking it in. You get what you get. So bear with me, and we will go do the mirror check. One moment. I'm back. So I'm gonna flip this bad boy around. Oh. Sorry, I'm still cleaning up. There we go. So let me back up. Oh wait, angles are a thing. All right, so this is me today. Kind of chill. I think I should have an outfit that I use each time so you can see. There goes my watermelon belly. I gotta use the facilities now. Oh, I just wanted to show, make sure you guys are reapplying sunblock. Black people burn too. I don't know if you can see that, but I still got my tan lines from what, 2-3 weeks ago? Crazy. Oh. So as far as the arms, you can't see it because that's the tattoo. That's one thing I don't like about tattoos. I feel like they're high definition, but I'm starting to see my triceps come in, and that's so cool. It's when I flex, you can actually see the muscle. I'm just what? Can you see? Probably not great lighting. Can you see? Probably not. Your girl's gonna be there, but there's that. I don't know if you can see the tan line there. You don't need to see it, but Cocoa Bean, you want to make a video appearance? Or you just don't want to be by yourself? So my son has been away, so she's been missing him. So belly, again, watermelon belly, so you can kind of see. Oh, and that's another thing I noticed with like the bowel salt I'm taking, like the bloat in the morning gone, so that's pretty good. So again, not noticing an increase in bowel movements, but like the gaseous part, like a gaseous, whatever you want to call it, it's gone. All right, and then so you can see my back. Oh, I almost dropped my phone. Oh wait, I don't know why I was having you face the door. My apologies. You're in timeout. All right. And there she goes. So maybe from now on, I'm gonna start wearing the same outfit so you can guys, or I also can see how it changes. I think that would be cool. Just to kind of see how it loosens or whatever. Yeah, but I don't think I have anything else to add. I mean, I'm doing my cleanse this week, so we'll be eating super clean, no processed stuff, no additional outside sugars, no processed foods, no fast foods, no dairy, no cheese. No cheese. I love cheese. I love cheese. So a week without, and that started for me for today. So this is Saturday. So I'll probably do another video on Saturday just to kind of mark the end. Or maybe Sunday. No, we'll do it Saturday because I know on Sunday I'm going to eat some cheese. I'm probably going to be bloated. I'm not going to stop eating cheese. We're not there yet. And that's okay. That's okay. I like to eat. That's why we're here now. Because we were eating without restraints and working to keep up with it. So, as someone who was always small prior to having a kid, it didn't matter what I ate. This is new territory. All right. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. Bye.